Welcome to Lecture 4.4, Addition and Subtraction of Polynomials. In the previous lectures, we worked with monomials, meaning one term. Now we're going to work with polynomials, which is a finite sum of monomials. For example, 3x squared plus x plus 1 is a polynomial. Each term is separated with addition or subtraction. Another polynomial is 15x squared y plus 21xy squared minus y squared. Another example of a polynomial, this time it has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, is 3a minus 2b plus 4c minus 5d. So in the first polynomial I had 1, 2, 3 terms. In the second I had 1, 2, 3 terms. And in the third one I had 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. The degree of a polynomial is the one variable that is the highest power in which the variable is raised. So 3x to the fifth plus 2x cubed plus 1, it is a trinomial, meaning 3 terms, and it is degree 5 because the highest power is degree 5. 2x plus 1, it is a binomial, meaning 2 terms. It is degree 1 because there is a power of 1 on the x. 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. It is another trinomial, 3 terms, of degree 2. The highest power is a 2. 3 to the 5x. It is a monomial, 1 term, and is degree 5. Negative 9. It is a monomial, it's still 1 term, and it's a degree of 0. Why 0? Well, you can imagine that there is an x to the 0 power here, and anything to the 0 power except 0 is 0. No, it's 1, pardon me. Let's add the two trinomials in front of us, which is 2x squared minus 5x plus 3, and 4x squared plus 7x minus 8. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and group them into like terms. So the 2x squared will add to the 4x squared. The negative 5x will add to the 7x. The 3 will add to the negative 8. So I have 2x squared plus 4x plus negative 5x plus 7x plus 3 minus 8. I'm really adding the coefficients. I'm not adding the x squareds or x's. I'm just adding the coefficients in front of it. So that's 2 plus 4x squared plus negative 5 plus 7x plus 3 minus 8. That leaves me 6x squared plus 2x minus 5. Let's add x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Well, the only like terms that I can add together or combine are going to be the x's. So that gives me x squared plus 3 plus 2x's plus 6, giving me x squared plus 5x plus 6. Let's work with subtraction. So let's subtract the two trinomials, 3x squared plus x plus 4 and x squared plus 2x plus 3. So here's my setup. 3x squared plus x plus 4 minus the quantity x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now the first thing you do need to remember is we need to distribute this negative across each of the terms. So this becomes 3x squared plus x plus 4, that's my first polynomial, minus negative times x squared is x squared. The negative times 2x is negative 2x. The negative times 3 is negative 3. Now I can combine like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and group them to 3x squared minus x squared plus x minus 2x plus 4 minus 3. Another way of writing it is 3 minus 1 x squared plus 1 minus 2 x plus 4 minus 3. Now I can do the math here. So 3 minus 1 is 2x squared. 1 minus 2 is a negative 1x plus 4 minus 3 is 1, and I'm just going to rewrite it. 2x squared minus x plus 1. You should be careful how subtract problems are worded. For example, let's subtract negative 4x squared plus 5x minus 7 from x squared minus x minus 1. Here's what it means. I'm going to take the second polynomial and do the subtraction with the other polynomial. So the x squared minus x minus 1 comes first, minus the quantity negative 4x squared plus 5x minus 7. Now I'm going to go ahead and work with the problem I have, x squared minus x minus 1, distribute the subtraction across each of the terms. So I'm going to pretend like there's a negative 1 and multiply everybody by negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4x squared. Negative 1 times positive 5 is negative 5x. And negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it to where all my x squareds are together. So I have x squared plus 4x squared plus minus x minus 5x plus negative 1 plus 7. To me, once you get really good at this, you won't need to group them, but I think it saves time on what did I do, which one did I do first, all of that. So I tend to group things. Now I'm going to pull out the numbers that are related, the coefficients that are related to each of the variables. So I have 1 plus 4 x squareds. I have negative 1, negative 5 x's. And I have negative 1 plus 7 for my coefficients, for my constants. 1 plus 4 is 5x squared. Negative 1 plus, and negative 5 is negative 6x. Negative 1 and 7 is plus 6. I'd like you to work on the following two class problems and turn them in for your video problem credit. The first problem, A, deals with addition of polynomials, and the second problem deals with subtraction. So remember to distribute your subtraction for the second problem. The last thing I want to chat about in this video lecture is evaluating the polynomial given a value for the variable. So when x equals 5, the polynomial 3x squared plus 1 becomes, wherever we see an x, we're going to plug in our value we're given. 3 times x to the 5th plus 1. X to the 5th is 25, so 3 times 25 plus 1. 3 times 25 is 75, so 75 plus 1 is 76. So that is the value of the polynomial given x equals 5. Find the value of 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 when x is negative 2. So again, what I'm going to do is wherever I see an x, I'm going to place the negative 2. So 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 becomes 3 times negative 2 squared minus 5 times negative 2 plus 4. Negative 2 squared is 4, so 3 times 4 equal minus 5 times negative 2 plus 4. Do the multiplication, so 3 times 4 is 12. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. So now I have 12 plus 10 plus 4, and that gives us 26. Find the value of the quantity x minus 1 squared when x is 3. So x minus 1 quantity squared becomes 3 minus 1 quantity squared. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. When you're calculating a value, when you're given a value and you're calculating what the value of the polynomial is, you do want to remember your order of operations. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division from left to right, addition and subtraction from left to right. You also want to remember if there's fractions, that when you're adding and subtracting fractions that they have to have like denominators. So remember all of your math rules when you're evaluating polynomials. So until next time, be seeing you.